Conceptual fruit. A story by Tyshaw Frank. Tyshaw Frank's Conceptual Fruit is a heart-touching story that leaves a bit of pain in the reader's minds. It tells us about a caring father who desperately hopes that technology will help him to make life happier for his mentally challenged daughter.
When he told his family about the site on the internet where you could create whole streets, his wife and son went on eating their pasta and artichokes. Only his daughter, Greta, looked up. "I could buy a house on Pomander Street," he said, "and put as many rooms in it as I wanted. I could fill it with fruit and make my own library." "Sure, Dad," said his son, who was 11, "you could do that if you wanted to." His son already knew how to program computers, but wasn't interested. These days, he wanted to give away his books and devote his life to karate. His wife ate the heart of the artichoke carefully. "Well?" he said. "The thing is," she answered, "I'm in front of a computer all day, and I like to spend the evenings in the garden." He understood. She wasn't interested. Greta looked up from her artichoke leaves. She was arranging them in a swirling pattern in her bowl. "You said there were streets. You said there could be fruits." These were not questions, Greta often repeated, whatever she said. She had worked hard to tie her shoes by age 10, and could read at 5th grade level, 5 grades below Joel, even though she was 16. She went to a special school. "I want to see," she said. "I'll show you," he answered. His wife and his son made eyes. "He's at it again." He's getting Greta into it too. "Come on, I'll show you where you can make up streets and bowls of fruit." Greta sat in his chair, and he sat next to her. Greta could type very slowly. By the time she left her school, she might be able to type fast enough to get a word processing job. No one knew for sure. There is this guy named Sam who set up this whole library of classics. He lives in Illinois, but he made this incredible place. Watch. He clicked into the program and was about to show Greta the collection of books when he saw her staring into space. "You want something of your own, don't you?" "Yes, peaches and pears and artichokes." "Do you want them in a house with bowls in a kitchen, or maybe in a garden?" He was already typing, creating a street called Greta's Street, a house called Greta's House. "Why are you writing all that down?" "Because they're yours. They belong to you." Greta looked at the screen. Her blonde hair blended with her sweater. Her blue eyes were the only color in her face. "I want a bowl in every room," she said. "Peaches in the kitchen and living room and all the bedrooms." "What about artichokes?" Greta picked at her sweater, something she did when she knew she hadn't gotten it right. She had forgotten about the artichokes, and he was sorry. He had reminded her. "It's okay," he said. "We'll put peaches everywhere." "Should the bowls be a color?" "Blue." He asked Greta how many windows she wanted, whether there should be a fireplace, and if there should be curtains. Greta chose 11 windows, covered with sheer white curtains, like the ones she had in her bedroom. "Okay, now the fruit," he said. "We'll start with the kitchen." He wrote Greta's kitchen, and added, "Walk around, help yourself to this bowl of fruit." "But where are the peaches?" "In a minute." "Look, this is cool." You click under bowl, and see what happens. He shielded the screen for a moment and wrote, "Peaches." "Try it," he said. "Just click bowl." Greta clicked bowl. The word peaches appeared. "It's just a word," she said to him. "Well, that's the idea. But you can see a picture of the fruit." "I thought you could make real peaches." "No, you have to go to the store for those." "But these are just words." "Well, yes, Then why do people like them? Because they remind them of what they stand for. Like in your books, he created other rooms, asking Greta what she wanted: a kitchen, a dining room, a living room, a bedroom, a room for a cat, and one bathroom. No, not a bathroom, she decided. This isn't a real house, so people wouldn't use it. You're right, he said. You don't need a bathroom, he programmed. Bowls of peaches in every room. Now, he said to Greta. You click. Greta clicked, and this time smiled. When the word peaches appeared, it was a furtive smile, a smile she got when she pretended she understood something that made no sense. There could be other fruits, he said. There could be apples, pears. There could be flowers. Sure, said Greta. There could be anything. His wife was cutting blackberries in the garden, and Greta was already sliding from the chair to help her. Greta would never have a house of her own. She would live in a group house with other people like her. He hoped the house would be large and have sheer, white curtains billowing in all the rooms. He hoped it would have an orchard with fruit to put in real blue bowls, apples, pears, peaches, whatever Greta wanted.
Greta is a mentally challenged girl of 16. Her father wants to show her a website where she could create a house of her own. This idea evokes only a cold response from her mother and brother, who do not care much about Greta's happiness. The father creates a street called Greta's Street, and a house called Greta's House. He tells her that she could fill her house with peaches and fruits. Greta wants a bowl in every room with peaches in it. The father creates a kitchen and tells her to click the bowl to see the magic. Greta clicks the bowl, and the word peaches appears. But Greta is disappointed. She wants only real fruits. She doesn't understand why people like them when they are not real. The father now creates other rooms. Just when he is about to create a bathroom, Greta reminds him that it is not a real house, and people wouldn't use it. In fact, they could create anything, but they make no sense to Greta, since they are not real. Finally, she gets bored of the unreal world of computers, and leaves to help her mother, who is cutting blueberries. The story ends with the father hoping for a better tomorrow for his differently able daughter. He hopes that she would have a house with an orchard and real fruits to put in real blue bowls.